My presence is a gift, you smoking resin in the spliff. We ain't never back bums, so many grams in the blunt, looking like fat thumbs. E-Fed is a thing you not familiar with, well let me get you familiar fairly quick. Here's the gist, you got a limited time to break your op down without a rhythm or rhyme, dramatic music in the background. I time travel, I saw your fate when I came back round. Can you stand the challenge? Rise for EMP.
Oh, hi. How you doing? I'm the Bloka, and today, on this marvelous Monday, we are going to have a one-on-one sit-down interview with none other than my good friend Jack Black Jericho, Jimmy. Let's bring him on the screen. Come on. Yeah.
Hello, Bloka. It is I.
Oh,
I not
Jimmy.
only beat The Rock and Stone Cold in the very same night to become
That's
the
right.
first ever undisputed champion. Do you understand the words that I am telling you right now?
Yes.
Sorry, that was
Let's give it up for Jimmy, y'all. Hey, man, pleasure is all mine to interview you. I got a couple questions for you. How about we start like Vlad TV would do? How about we start from the beginning? What led you to this game?
So like I'm somebody that at a young age, it was like 95, 96, I discovered professional wrestling. And it was a great reset. I didn't know who Mick Foley, Stone Cold, these guys were just new people on the scene to me. And that eventually found a love of video games. I got really good at that. I got really good at trolling people trying to respond to me in Xbox messages, the party chats. I brought it to 2K leagues, and I was like, so there's nothing stopping me from recording on my phone to give my character life. And I started doing promos, and then somebody saw that was part of the promo verse, something not in 1,000 years I would ever think existed. And they invited me to SWA in the summer of 2023, and the rest is kind of history at this point.
Wow, 2023. Man,
yeah, I'm a young pup in this game. I only got 2 years.
You still wet behind the ears, player. This is crazy work, man. Damn. So, I'm also streaming on Twitch. How you doing, chat? I got the whole chat lit. Everybody, I got some fan questions as well, and some questions
Ooh.
from me. Okay, so the first question from 863345 says, all right, it says, how do you feel about Danny Darko being forced, which is my good friend, Danny Darko, being forced to give you a perfect score in a match?
Now you said the word forced. I don't think he was forced to do anything. If anything,
Okay.
he would probably be forced to take points away from my score. So I
Okay.
think the fact that he gave me a perfect score is something that he wanted to do and thinks that I probably deserved it at that moment in time.
Okay. And now in that said match, who were you facing? Because I tend to travel here and there. So
Mhm.
I'm not everywhere at the same time, but everywhere
Mhm.
at the same time. But also I need reassurance of exactly who you faced to entertain the people.
So the person that asked that question on your Twitch subscriber, anonymous 575 832, I think was his name. You said what was that
Something
guy's
like
name?
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Something like,
So
yep.
he obviously was trying to get a hot take from me to probably bury Darko. So my question is, if you do watch the show where I won the Ivan Rage Championship VPW, my
Mhm.
hype score was a lot lower than almost all the entire participating roster. So that would be the question
Wow.
to ask. But I
Wow.
went against AJ Storm. Um,
Mm.
in
Also a
a
good friend of mine.
in a bare bones match, and he said the guy that Ivan Rage was his best friend. So the fact that he was in a bare bones match and still decided to edit begs a lot of questions, but I'm not here the one asking questions today. So
Right. We were just getting a little bit out the way. Shout out to the chat. I see y'all. Yeah, I mean, show us some love. We got the Bloka merch on deck. We got some more merch on deck. So I got another question for you.
yeah.
You get a lot of hate. Why do you think that is?
A lot of hate. So first off, the way that I approach this game is very wrestling centric. But I don't do chapter 1, chapter 2 of that wrestling 101 handbook. On top of that, playing 2K, playing a lot of things, having a lot of people. I was always the big guy in school, and yes, I could throw somebody on the ground, tap them out, and headlock them, and they would never fuck with me again. But there's no fun there. I developed a skill of going verbally back. I try to assess when somebody trolls me, what are they trying to accomplish? And
Mm-hmm.
once you figure out the answer to that equation, filling out the variables is easy.
Okay.
And there's a laundry list of people that have me blocked yet cannot verbalize anything that I've done that warrants that, besides me fucking them up mentally on every turn.
Okay. Great
And I
answer.
feel like I'm a little full of myself. And I was told I have a punchable face.
Hey, I mean, it's always good to have confidence in yourself. Cockiness is kind of like gluttony, so we're not even gonna touch that. I have another question by Stone Cold Steve the Rock 3347. Shout out to Stone Cold Steve the Rock 3347 from the chat. Describe to us, what is Jimmy? Who is Jimmy? What entity is Jimmy?
Well, the whole character of Jimmy is I see this game, everybody characters. It's very weird for a grown man to be like, yeah, my name is Bob Stevenson, but Joseph Leviathan is my name. He has no relation to the camp counselor that touched me when I was little. He's just somebody that I think about in my brain when I go to sleep, and he's the person I want to play on this event. So there is no character work. And isn't that weird that there is no character with Jimmy, yet I am probably one of the most peculiar characters of them all? It's a very balance. It's a balance that I try to accomplish. I don't know if I accomplish it. That's for the fans to decide.
Uh, uh d- Definitely for the fans to decide. So you are currently IC champion, is that correct?
In EMP, yes, 4 successful title defenses.
Man, how does it feel to be this IC champion of this era of EMP? The
Uh,
longevity you've had, how does that feel?
I mean, so when I came into EMP last year, I wanted to just help this place grow. And a man known as Austin Wilde was the Intercontinental Champion. And he was not holding that title with any amount of prestige, almost losing every match. And they were toss-up matches. Justin Steed came on the scene, and there's only so much room to talk about pussies on this show, so I'm not going to spend too much time on him. From there, he relinquished the title, a title that he made sure he wanted to win, and then gave up the title. I've had more title defense. He might have been here for a while, but he kind of pussyfooted around defending the title. And I came back. Somehow Ralph Swagger got the title. I beat him for the 7th time, I believe, in my career. I'm starting to lose. I almost don't have enough fingers left on my hand for how many times I've beaten that guy. And here I am now defending it every week, pretty much by a landslide. Ed Coop, of all people, came the closest to beating me. So there's your proverbial rub.
Okay. Dustin Nice, if you want to ask a question, just simply post it on the screen. And this is interactive. I got the chat going right here. I got y'all going right there. It's everywhere. Okay. So now there's something I've been hearing rumblings about. I haven't really looked into it very close, but there's something going on between you and Quack. Now, before you divulge into exactly what is going on, you two have a match, correct?
Carnival of Souls, yeah.
Okay, is there a stipulation in said match?
I believe it is Halloween-esque is the entire card, but the contract has not been signed. I mean, for all we know, this is still over 2 weeks away. Dr. Quack is notorious for pulling out. So until there's a contract signed, where even if he leaves, we would probably want to put some verbiage there. I am not familiar with the terms of that contract. Him being a league owner, I'm sure he's going to politic in the back to try to get everything to fit his narrative, his wants for this particular match. So the jury's still out on that one.
Okay. It seems like it's a lot of vitriol between you two. I want to know, where did it all stem from? Exactly what happened and what was the breaking point?
I don't think there was a breaking point. There is a lot of interjecting spots in the timeline where I could think it happened. I mean, I got passed up on an interview for him to interview a man named Marv's. I'm sure that was riveting television, but I got the bump. I was not on the level of Marv's to be interviewed by him. And then after that, I had some run-ins with buyers online, and I was happy to try to get his take from it. And I presented him my nice collage, and he looked at it and was just like, yeah, I don't really care. I think that's stupid for people to come on air and take up time and get over their own agenda, which is so honestly, I go back to the last question you asked. Why do people hate me? It's because I call out the hypocrisy. And you see, Quack has jumped on so many shows to push his own narrative. But back to that, before that, I was in Defiance. He could say he was doing some heel work, which I don't really get the heel aspect. Just saying I'm trash. And from there on out, I've been on a personal vendetta to show him I am everything but trash. And I think I've accomplished that in the eyes of a lot of people, but he's a tough cookie to crack.
Wow. So in the promo game,
D Nice is asking if this is the Dust.
This is not about Revolt. This is EMP.
In the network, but it is me and my presence in EMP.
Yes. Yes. Uh-oh. Okay, so I just got word. A stipulation has been added. Please feel free.
I got you. I know what he's talking about. It's not a stipulation. So what he says, if I beat him, he leaves EMP. First off, you're not already in.
Okay.
Why would I want that? I'm not one of those people that believe putting your career on the line helps a league. First off, you're not in the chat, so I don't understand what that does. What this affords him the opportunity is when I whoop that ass, embarrass him potentially, he doesn't have to see my face. So if anything, that is help to him and his character. It's not a detriment. It's not a
so
stipulation.
It's a get out of jail free card, basically.
Absolutely. But a lot of league owners are used to that. A lot of league owners like controlling the narrative. And that's the thing. I stick up against a lot of league owners.
Well, I mean,
I stick up for the little guy.
You're kind of a league owner yourself. So, like, How do you
Yeah, and
approach that? How do you
um,
approach
well, I try not to be an active competitor in my own league. It's only for special situations. I don't use my power of the kick button as part of me helping to troll people. Once again, I think that's huge pussy energy to
Wow.
have your kick button as a way to try to troll or try to win people. Now, if a
Not
league
really.
owner or a admin tells you, "Hey, we don't do that in the chat," and gives you fair warning, as a competitor, it's not a right, it's a privilege. If they want to kick me, cool. But give the
Mm,
man a chance.
mm. So you're talking warnings
Yeah,
and
but I've never
warnings.
broken it. There's no hot take. There's no screenshot of me ever going beyond the Call of Duty. I'm once again I've been on this planet for a while. It's not that hard to figure out what people are trying to do.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. There's a lot of things in this EFED world that can misconstrue real life EFED world, and there's been a lot of cases of people going a little more in depth than what they need to. So we all want to know how personal, how in depth is this match going to get? Because it seems like it's gonna go left to me. I can whoop and come back and tell you, but why? I don't want to spoil it for
No, we
nobody.
don't want to spoil it. We don't want to know the
Exactly.
we
I
don't want
want.
to
I
know the
want to know
Shyamalan twist early in the movie. We want to be surprised at the end.
exactly. Exactly. Like I'm talking Christopher Walken's need more cowbell here, but I want to know how personal are you going to get if you are,
I
and
don't.
not
So
to
there's
spill the beans, but like, do you have a game plan?
I mean, I have so much
Because,
game plan that we could talk for 4 hours and I would still have content to drop in the match.
well, no, we,
Um,
we only got about 15, 20. You know,
oh, well, okay. Well, I'm just throwing it out there. I like to
the, the
sensationalize a little bit.
the approach that you are taking.
Not at all. That man has given so much material for me to use of in
Oh wow.
character, of in these locker rooms. That's the game. I don't need to go to people's Facebook. I don't need to DM people and be like, "Yo, what did Quack tell you when he was having a mental breakdown and he shared too much?" Like this game, a lot of people share with their part-time family. I'm not here to make friends. I'm not here to make a bigger family. I'm here to make EFED grow. I look at EFED as the entertainment business. Hey, Jimmy, are
Right.
you coming back home? Are you going to let Quackoos relevant? That is a guy that I have traveled the lands in the 2K universe with, Dustin. He's somebody that's felt the trolling nature, and I've hit some very super effective Pokemon attacks on him too.
Are
He
you
could tell.
familiar with this Dustin guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever wanted to be a promo artist and just didn't have quite the tools to be able to do it? Wondering if you had the skills? Well, you can now come see me, Dr. Quack, at the School of Quack, where you will be able to be trained to be a proper promo artist. You won't use such things as fuck your feelings and your mother's basement. You will actually become a high quality promo artist. But wait, there's more. Right now, if you call in for only $19.99, you can get this new book, Car Promoing. Why the hell are you doing it? Make sure you call now.
So this is the Quack. That's the Quack, and that's the Quack I like. That's the Quack that before I figured out who the real Quack was. That's where. But what's weird is I felt like that was because that was debuted after one of my matches, and those are all things that I've never done. I've done the ironic car promo, and people watch start to finish, and mine are not just like, "Hey, I'm at the arena and I'm in my car." But
So you think that he's taking like digs and shots at you?
Oh, he's always trying. I mean, he'll come into things and say I suck and that there's nobody watching, and it's all low rent chicken shit heel stuff. So it's weird when the top echelon of this promo game use the Austin Wild tactics of I'm not listening to your audio,
wow.
I'm not watching this. It's just really weird energy.
Wow, you've taken some shots thus far.
Oh yeah, there's a couple people I are forever fucked. It's not fuck around and find out. It's I fuck around and never get fucked back. Like never.
Wow.
The only thing people can do is try to get me to not be in leagues, but like they're the ones that have me blocked first. So it's weird to be like a club of bullies and have that as your mantra. And yet when it comes down to pissing, you got no piss to give. But hey, once again.
It seems like Johnny Rockstar has a question. If we can put that on screen.
I can read it from here. So, question for Jimmy. I know you are in the foundation. What are you doing there? And didn't you know Rockstar has been a spectator? When will he start? I'm not sure about the last sentence. Rockstar is there everywhere. If anyone ever needs to write a book, if Bloka's not available, Rockstar is the next one to write the synopsis, start to finish, of what has happened in EFED. That guy is the keeper of books. If you ever watch The Matrix, he's the guy with all the keys in his jacket. That is the key master, is Rockstar.
That is hilarious. So, before, you literally said that there's a couple of names you want to call out for the hypocrisy that has been going on in this game. I believe that this is the time to do it.
It would be the time, but I feel like a lot of people have caught in strays. I mean, there's just a lot of weird verbiage. A lot of people just throw out weird candy, like calling people a pedo. They beat their significant other, just weird stuff. Yet they never have proof. And I'm going to be honest, there's probably a lot of you guys that are pedos, but there's not 40. Like everybody has. None of you guys are putting your detective jacket on, and I've seen you all act. You don't even know how to troll people. So yes, you might convince the occasional weirdo, hey, I'm 16. Do you want to like meet up and play video games? And they might not say like a hot bid item, but you got that. You got a lot of just weird energy. People try to cancel people in the game instead of trying to beat them in this game of trash talk. So it's weird that people find ways to still be a pussy in a game that's just talking.
Yeah, I mean, you know, fables and allegories don't work in the EFED world unless you have proof.
So exclusive. Here's a good one. I actually slightly believe in exclusivity. You should never verbalize that. You should never tell somebody you're exclusive, but like every one of these people that do EFEDing are in like 19 leagues at a time. They tell their story across way too many venues. They miss shows. And if we could really, as a whole, try to bring this game to like 10 to 15 comp leagues, and that's it. Oh my God. But once again, the egos is just too much. So why you'd be CWF exclusive, I don't know. The king is Looney Tunes beyond Looney Tunes.
Have you ever been CWF exclusive?
I've been never exclusive, but my very first promo, I went there because you, Mad T, and everybody would talk about the origin story where you guys went to CWF to find yourself. So I went there on my very first promo. I bent the knee to LJN King. But Bojack, another guy that a lot of things haven't aged well that I talked about things, he just for some reason tried to tell King I was working for a double agent. For who? Nobody, but King was enough like, all right, yeah. And that's weird because Bojack and them have had heat before. I think they're friends again. I don't know, as an EFED world turns, everybody changes who they're friends with, but I say the same thing day in and day out.
Absolutely. I feel you. Yeah, that's crazy. You mentioned CWF.
It was in the comments.
I believe it kind of is a thing where you got to go out and explore and everything and see what it is, and then you come back and do what you do. You know,
but
so
a lot of people try to do it all at the same time. But a lot of people try to do it all at the same time. A lot of people try to do it all at the same time. Only be in like 2 or 3 leagues. Nobody needs to be in 6 leagues. Everyone wants more friends, more eyes.
Matt T was in 22 EFEDs.
Well, he's the king alive. He got
22 EFEDs is crazy work. Now listen, this match with you and Quack, I assume it's going to be violent. I assume it's going to be danger looming around the corner and the edges of the arena. Can you give a brief description of how you're going to conduct yourself in said ring and retain?
I mean, I got to go out there and give a performance that the judge likes. That's the most important thing. No matter what, I got to make sure the judge likes the promo I put down. But we have a lot of time of getting there. I plan on putting myself a little bit more in the fire. When these guys do their shows, I'm not in the comments trolling them or whatnot. And if I'm as effective as a troll as everybody thinks I am, oh my God, what happens when I go to phase 2? But I don't know if I'm going to go to phase 2. But as for the match, hey, I hope it's a good one. I hope we make it there. I don't diminish Quack's skills. Quack can bring it and will bring it. Will the promo get to his head? Will the promo get to my head? I've been in some big matches, and I just decided to go left field. Being Jumping Jack Black Jericho is a blessing and a curse.
Trust me, I know. All right, we got another comment on the board.
And that's another thing. A lot of people get upset at a league and they try to make a new league out of nowhere.
And they try to
steal
poach the talent.
Try to poach it. So now you're overworking other people, and it's just a weird continuous circle. And that's something else that's hurting the game. Like I said, if we could get the 10 good, great leagues that put on a good show like this, having text-based stuff on a page. Once again, hey, that's wrestling, that's hobbies, that's for you guys to have fun and be friends. Like
Absolutely.
I said, I'm in the entertainment business. I want to see this on air on the internet grow.
Yes.
So I have something to do this for another 10, 20 years in the future.
Yes, and possibly create revenue out of it as well.
And see, I'm actually not here for that. If my homies can make some money off me, cool. Hey, once we get to like a bit, I mean, if you guys are rolling around in Rolls Royce and gold chains, yeah, share the wealth. I want to get you guys there. I don't want the money. I can sit and make sure the full first year goes back to the league owners of keeping these places prosper. And a shout out to Matt T, man. Out of all the people I've interacted with, I think he's the only one that truly shares that vision. There's a lot of people that say they share that vision. Matt T is one of the only first ones to actually implement it.
It's funny you say that because Mad T gets a lot of heat as well. Do you care to speak on that?
I mean, I've had some heat with Mad T. Mad T flip-flops the narrative and a lot of things. A lot of people playing this game where you play a character online. It takes a really kind of like a psychopath to manage that thought in your head. A lot of people believe their own bullshit. A lot of people believe their own bullshit and they start believing their own hype. And that's when it gets a little dangerous. You cannot believe your own hype. And I've traded a Mad T Monster. I was there EMP day one. I honestly, if I was erased from the timeline, I would really like to see what's going on in EMP and EFED as a whole.
Right.
You'd probably be interviewing DJB if that was the case right now.
I mean, you never know who I could interview, you know?
Push buttons.
You just never know. But I mean, you have almost transcended from mid-Carter to superstar in such leap that I can't even compare it to anything else. I remember when I first met you, and I literally was like, this guy is gold. This guy is money. He reminds me of Jack Black, Chris Jericho. And I don't know if it's stuck with you or not, but from what I've seen from you has been so entertaining that I feel like I was right, you know? And I want to know, and the people want to know, what is your thought process when you're going to do a promo? Does it depend on who you're going against? Or, you know, is it how you feel? You know, let the people know, what is your thought process when shooting a promo?
So before you start shooting a promo, there's different avenues. You have predetermined, which is storyline, and then you have a competitive aspect. So right there is two kind of different. Some people can do all their promos the same. A place like Defiance, where if you win, you stay in, that gets to me a little bit. I need more setup. It's not just, hey, I'm turning on my camera and recording. I sometimes feel like I do the best, honestly. Going a cappella, nothing predetermined, and just spitting it, whatever comes to my head. There's other times I've done bullet points. There's times where I have matches with girls, so getting like a aggressive little. There's times where I have a match with somebody that's physically on screen is less as intimidating to me. Like Mad T, I thought was like 5'2", and Bojack I thought was like 6'7", based on what I see on the screen, and that's completely opposite of reality. But I do kind of approach my promos like that. I'm not, unless it is Austin Wild, I'm not going to talk about like gorilla pressing him into the sky and ripping him in fucking half and drenching his blood as a shower all over my face as I fucking get an erection and just rub the blood over him. Wow, I'm sorry, Bloka, that took a weird turn. I'm sorry.
I mean, but, look, it's how you feel. I let you divulge to the EFED community so they know exactly how Jimmy operates. So the floor is always yours, player.
So Matt T has a question. How do
I? You got a question.
So anytime anybody imitates a pro wrestler, to the smallest minute detail. People are going to pinpoint that and try to discredit it. She used the Funhouse, Bray Wyatt's Funhouse, and I thought she did a very good job. And she did that with two parts of her character. She started off as her not that crazy psychotic thing, and then she turned into the witch with the eye that's hollow and the other eye that looks like a zombie that's possessed. And I think she nailed it. Her opponent Jimothy was a little seasick. I don't know. He must have watched Jaws and tried to rate it, but I see strong things from her. I see strong things from her going forward, though. I guess she's a veteran of this game. She's new to me. With Mad T behind her. Pause. All right, continue. I am very scared at what she can do in this game. Mad T is a dangerous mind in this game. So that right there makes her even more of a threat. Now another question from Pete Wall: how does it feel, Jimmy, to have such a huge fan such as Mordecai? From following you from his days to diapers into a young man as he is now. So yeah, when I started doing this, Mordecai was a young fan just asking for autographs. He's really watched me from day one. He is a day one motherfucker. So honestly, I feel blessed from God to have somebody like Mordecai still singing my praises when that is a dangerous thing. That can get you in trouble, singing my praises.
Okay, so it seems like we have a little bit of bickering in the comments. T and Wapo is going at it. This is crazy work.
It's that Bojack seat. Everyone's always playing musical chairs with the Bojack seat. And the music stops and somebody has to sit down. And Matt T's always firing people and shit. So it all depends if Matt T got like that laced butt or anything.
So you have stated that you have been in a couple of companies here and there, you know, no shame in that. The people want to know, what is the best company as of right now?
I mean, I would have
working for
currently right now is EMP and the EMP network. But I would be remiss if I didn't bring up SWA. And when I say SWA, I mean Wilson Fist, Sean, Shady Sean McKenzie, and DJB too. Those were the three guys that really helped. Yep. Those are the three guys that really helped me get my when it was Rick. And I'm sorry, I'm telling a fucking story, but like you also said tuna in your promo last night for no fucking reason. Fiona and Rick were the two people that were in charge when I was in SWA, and it took a year for me to get on the show. It's like we were speaking different language in our DMs. That could be on me. It could be on me. And it wasn't until I met with those three. Defiance is also doing some great stuff. Foundation Haywood, I think he's a great GM. I keep hearing BWO. I don't know about BWO, but there's some great talent over there. EWM. Grant does a lot of side missions. Grant's not really part of a league, near say, but Grant Miller, the unfiltered one. He has a good mind for the business. He's not good at this trolling shit in the comments, though. I gotta say that's not where he's a 5-tool athlete. I really have to say that I smoke him in the back and forth in comments. But
wow. So all right. So fantasy booking, is it possible? And this is strictly on you. Before we get to this question, is it possible we may have Jimmy versus the Unfiltered?
So my very first loss, I came to this game, like I said, I was already doing promos. I saw a lot of people doing promos. I thought I was head and shoulders above the rest. And I had a match with Unfiltered. And he said he was going to beat me in 3 moves. And I'm going with that. He beat me in 3 moves. He fucked me up and handed me my first loss in this game.
Wow. So it's history.
It doesn't need to be fantasy booking. That is a match that I do want at the right time, at the right place. Wow. And I'll be honest. He's a little overexposed right now, but that probably is the top of the mountain. That is your Shao Kahn at the top of the Mortal Kombat tower. That is the final boss.
Yeah, I mean, his technical prowess is almost second to none, so I get it. You know, I definitely understand. Great friend of mine as well. And I mean, I think that the people would want to see that. That's something that would entertain, which I love to be entertained. How do you feel about pew, 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 pew shooting in this game? Is there a place for it? Is it okay to do when it's necessary? Is it a defense mechanism? How do you feel about shooting in the game?
I think the game itself is if you're going to shoot, you should not outright do it. You should find ways to allude to it. I think if everybody just shot every match, you get old really quickly. I think there is a time and place for certain people, but a lot of times people shoot. I don't want to say it goes too far. Like, we would need to make the parameters of what is too far before we just start moving the goalposts. Because that's what happens a lot in these leagues. Whoever is the one talking on air is the one that says, "Hey, that went too far." Once
Right.
again, there's no hot mic of me ever going too far. And shooting first. That's another thing. That's how shooting works. Somebody shoots first.
Right.
What does Jimmy expect from Quack with your history of the obvious issues? I mean, I seen him in his VPW match. He dialed up the intensity a little bit. Did it seem natural? I don't know if he's had a match with this much. I don't want to say hatred. It'd be weird for him to hate me, but now recently I have been really smacking him around every time he tries to do these little troll under the bridge tactics to me. So I don't know. That's why the fans need to show up for that match. I have no idea what's going to happen in that match. I don't know what I'm going to do.
We got another one right here from Rockstar.
I just don't think that will happen. Rockstar asked me also about what I think about him, and this is my whole thing. I get a lot of heat from sticking up for Rockstar, and everybody says Rockstar's a lot smarter than he appears. I've went on record saying Rockstar is better than at least 20% of the promo artists in this game. On top of that, okay, Rockstar is an adult. He is in these games. The people that choose to fuck with him, let's be honest here, they know for 110% Rockstar is not going to fire back at them in the comments. And so they pick on him thinking that they are safe. Not on my fucking watch. Not on my fucking watch.
Oh, okay. Okay. And we got a little thank you note from Wapo.
I appreciate that. I mean, I'm in a lot of places. I'm in another league where, let's be honest, the roster doesn't really want me there, and I'm thriving. I just won one of their championship belts. The same thing was in SWA. I was there when Heresy and all those people were coming in, and I said, "Hey, if these guys are here for a while, I will man the front lines." And my roster left me high and dry. Nobody decided to have my back, and Heresy ran through that league, and they're gone already. Just like my proclamation that I made. So everything, that's another thing. A lot of things I say on air end up coming to fruition. Like when I left EMP in November, I said the entire guard of management would be gone in June. And Shiver Me Timbers, once again, waka, 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 Jimmy's always fucking right.
So you seem prophetic, but you know, time traveler. Tim actually had a message in the comments asking once again about the whole. You see it?
I think what he meant to say is the Bojack seat. I do speak moronic Mad T. So when he's high and he bumbles his words, I think he means the Bojack seat.
He be trying to make his own dialect of Bloka knees, so you don't even got to trip off that. I don't know if it's sleep, shit, or sit. You feel me?
I mean, Mad T's always had help. He asked for it. That is a sign of a good manager. So EMP, as much as he likes to come out here and say it's the live show, he would actually probably be the first one to tell you that there's a lot of moving pieces. Yes, he's the live champion and everything, and he is the most important puzzle piece of EMP, but there's a lot of people. And it's not just the Bojack seat. It is almost in a way a family. It is a table that we all sit down at and make sure EMP prospers. And a lot of other leagues, I don't think truly have that.
Definitely. You get a family orientated aspect from EMP. Being in multiple, chats and everything, you see what's going on. But I've been able to maneuver my way because I'm not a fucking dick or nothing like that. Like, very likable because I be chilling.
I don't hear any Bloka hate. I never hear Bloka hate when I'm out there. So
like the only Bloka drama I ever got into was in CWF, and that was kind of my rocket ship. But that's neither here nor there. It's about you, Jimmy. This has been an incredible interview, and I just want to commend you for being strong and staying down and not bending or folding when people try to bully you. People try to bully your friends. People try to, just bully.
They're just a bunch of cup of haters, man. Like, there's a reason there's a T-shirt for it. I know how to handle the haters. Did I kill you? Oh, I fucking Bloka, Earth to Bloka. What happened? I'll stand up and do the end zone dance real quick.
This is why we stop the glitch.
Boy, if you don't.
Okay.
He ain't cut like that.
And that could be to your opponent. It could be to you. I don't know what the person in the production truck is doing, but just going back to your match with Quack.
Mm-hmm.
Prediction.
So I believe we will have 3 judges. So the way that Quack is playing this game, like I said, he's trying chapter 1, chapter 2. He was supposed to do this interview, and he's like, I don't want to go first. Jimmy should go first. It's this very low rent, weird stuff. But I think come match time, I think Quack will dial it in. Quack's been doing this game for way too long. I'm nothing special. I'm something different, but you know what? I am special. My mama said I'm special, so you know what? I am special. And gosh darn it, people like me. But as a prediction for the match, if I do what I picture in my head and if I nail it, yeah, I should be comfortably. I think the fan favorite is me going into that match. I think the story I have on my side going to that match, and that is a thing. When these matches happen, there is somebody that the story dictates who wins. And it's for them to crack that narrative in their promo and make that this is a guy that's borderline, I don't want to say harass, that's a weird word, but like just does weird opposite game of saying I suck, coming in all these places and just being obnoxious. And this is an older man that uses sophomore humor and tries to it's hypocrisy to no end. But come match time, there is no room for hypocrisy. And our words, whoever had the stronger words, and a more entertaining, because it's really what it comes down to. If I can make the judges happy and be on my side, I think I retain.
Man, this has been an incredible interview. Very captivating, riveting, so to speak. It's been a pleasure, and we all will be tuning in. Let them know exactly when and where they can see you versus Quack.
So if you guys are watching this on the network, you're safe. Make sure you follow the page. To this next Wednesday, so 2 Wednesdays from now is Carnival of Souls, if I'm not mistaken, and your main event will be me versus Quack, as long as all the entire party makes it there in time.
And listen, this is why I love my production truck. Can my production truck give me a quick rundown of the other big matches going down at Carnival of Souls 2? Now, if they're as good as I say they are, I should get that like around now.
Well, they might not be good because they might not be ready for that. Like, on top of being the Intercontinental Champion, I am also the EMP Tag Team Champion. So I believe the only other match that's booked is my Tag Team Championship match with me and my my Tri-State Tryhard, the Bronx Bomber, are going against a rematch. Yeah, Havoc and Unfiltered are getting a rematch against us. So hopefully, once again, Unfiltered doesn't go with like weird tactics, saying like at like 3 minutes and 27 seconds, there's a little bit of a glitch here. Who cares about the wrestling words you're saying? There's a little glitch here. Like, this guy comes out and does promos where there's like a aura around him. And he does have an aura, but in the terms of like making sure your green screen having like a halo, it makes you look like a ghost. And if you want to be a ghost so bad, we could always wrestle in real life. That would be very interesting, but we don't.
Oh, wow. Strong words from Jimmy.
I said real life, though, so I already lose a little bit.
Man, that's
but blank check, though. But blank check coming up in 2 days, though, is a pretty strong card. Whoever wins that blank check pretty much gets to punch their own chicken? Chicken? What the fuck did I say?
Chicken or ticket?
Their own ticket. Their own ticket. Click it or ticket. Their own ticket to World Championship.
Shout out to Christian. Shout out to Christian here in the building.
Durham.
you know, the people are definitely anticipating this match and the whole card. So I wanted to give everybody a clear view of exactly what you're going to see. And we'll get an interview from Quack. It may not be with me because I time traveled for 6 days. And then this is my only day where I could actually be with y'all and chill out because there's a lot of work to be done in the E-Fair world. You
Quack did start the day with another non-judged hype. So he is getting the promotional going. This is like his third hype of this match, and we're not even 2 weeks out of this card. So he's doing the work. And once again, he does show up. He does support us in his own Quack way of like not supporting us while supporting us on air. Quack does some weird things. He is the one where like what I bring out is pretty obvious. There's no like hidden agendas. I'm pretty straightforward. Quack's the one that has to really formulate his questions. I'm real. Quack's not really real.
Oh, wow. Yo, listen, this is a lot of slander, so to speak. I can't wait to see what this man got to say. But you have always been a professional since I met you.
Thank you.
You've always been a professional. You've always been entertaining. And you stand up when it's time to stand up. And when it's time to stand down and stay out of it, you do that. You are a smart kid, young man.
Thank you.
I want you to know that. Everybody should play the game like you, in my opinion, and not be assholes.
Yeah, and
that's what's going to keep the game. Everybody, we all don't have to be friends.
Nope.
But we don't have to be enemies either. You feel me?
And people keep that agenda going. I've tried to squash beef with people, and then I hear things. It's just like, cool,
right? And so I would rather just leave you be than slander your name. If I know something, I know it. All right, that's over there. It's done. Move on to the next or whatever. And then you disappoint. All right, that's done.
I still do have open wounds though that I do revisit for like Austin Wilde from now till the end of time. That guy can get fucked. I would love to see him on fire. So I would like, can you piss on me? I'd actually pull down my pants. Hopefully I have diarrhea shit and go anus to face and fucking diarrhea all over his face. Fuck that guy. And then there's a lot of other people that they're still open wounds. There's a guy that just pushes buttons. DJ, I've said his name enough tonight, but there's a couple people that we still got some feuds in 2026 too. If I'm still the Intercontinental Champion, but Justin Steed's the biggest pussy on top of that list. So whoever's watching this, please clip that. And Justin, you're a fucking pussy.
He's another good friend of mine. Jesus.
Well, fuck him. Hey, I mean, good. He's a friend, but he ain't a wrestler. I'll tell you that.
Okay, before this get too far, we're going to end this interview. It's the Bloka Show, Talk with Bloka podcast. Shout out to the chat in the building. Hey, OG shit. Never forget who the OGs are. And that was some bullshit. I seen it all. I already know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a war. And in that war, things shift. The timeline is not what you think it is. I'm telling you, we need peace. We need peace. I still haven't recovered yet. And I have to go back. We need peace. I need a sign. Somebody show me something.
Let me show you something.
Pause.
Yeah, sorry.
What?
Come on, this way.
What the fuck is you talking about?
Very important.
You don't even understand. There's so many haters out there. There's so many people that got shit to say about EMP. I'm trying to stop this war. I want peace.
But the Bloka will not stop.
They have something to say
The
about
Bloka
me.
will not stop.
They can go right down there and fuck off.
Oh shit.